Now maybe you've tried other music notation programs on your iPad or on an Android tablet, and maybe you've been happy with them. Well, I haven't. So I'm going to try out NotateMe today. I'm going to give you a little review of the new product from Neuratron that lets you literally draw your music onto the screen. Here we go. Alright, so here we go. You see my iPad screen in front of you there. We have got two different versions here. We got NotateMe, which is their full version, and we've got NotateMe Now, which is their free light version of the app. I'm going to start out by using the NotateMe Now app just to show you something very specific, and then we're going to get into the full version to show you some of the more useful features. Gonna get out of that, and I'm actually going to tell it to use Photo Score Now. This is probably, to me, the biggest selling feature of NotateMe and NotateMe Now. Now you can see it. There we go. This program allows you, I guess I gotta set it like that first. Sorry, there we go. Allows you to scan in your music using the camera on your iPad or on your iPhone. Now I'm going to have to get this nice and square here, because if you get it out of square, it doesn't do a very good job. It looks like I've got some stuff there on the side. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to retake it. Sorry. I've tested this several times, and the better quality the scan is, the better quality it does. So I want to show it off in its best light here. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so I'm going to tell it to use the photo, and it's going to detect the score. Alright, now as you can see right now, it's going through each line by line, and it is transcribing the notes into digital format, into music notation format. And when it's done, it puts it up there on the screen. If I had extra pages to scan in, I would hit next page. If I didn't like the way it looked, I'd retake it, or I'm going to say finished, which is what I'm going to do right now. Now let me lift this up here, and let me flip it back into landscape here so you can see it better, because the lines aren't showing up very good on that video feed, but as you can see, the lines are just fine. Alright, so here we see it actually did my title good. It says honorarium up at the top. And if you look at the notes, I know you don't know the tune, but if you were to look at the notes, you'll notice that it did an excellent job of transcribing this piece of music. I can even press a little play button and it'll play a little bit of it here. The timing on the audio may be off. That's the way it always is with these iPad things. But you see that it did. Honestly, I'm looking at this, I'm not seeing any errors in that first part of that song. Okay, so this is, to me, the key selling feature of this product, and it should be, because it's by Neuratron, the guys that make Smart Score, which is, I'm sorry, not Smart Score. Sorry guys, did not mean to say that. Photo Score. All right, they make Photo Score, which is one of the flagship music scanning applications that there is out there. This, though, the ability to be able to take your iPad and scan a piece of music and get it into your computer just like that is so nice. All right, to me, that alone is worth it. Okay, now, like I said, you're seeing the NotateMe Now version because it only does one line. You're limited to one line. If you do the full version, you get multiple staves. You can have like a full score and scan in the full score, and it'll still figure it out for you. When you're done scanning stuff in, you would export it, and you would save it or send it. You can email it and that kind of stuff, but saving it as a MIDI file, save it as a MusicXML file. You'll notice that Dropbox is grayed out. That's because this is the free version and not the paid version. It also saves as PDF. One thing to think about on PDFs, though, is the PDFs that it puts out are not that high quality. They kind of look, it's not like you would get from a real full-blown commercial music notation program, all right? But it does put out a PDF that is readable and that is usable, so it's not bad in that regard. All right, so that's NotateMe Now. I'm going to exit out of that. I'm going to go back over here to the full version so that I can show you delete, and I'm going to start over and make a new one, because I want to show you that I lost my stylus. Where is my stylus? There's my stylus. Okay, here we go. When you use this program, you definitely want to have a stylus, because it makes things a whole lot more accurate when you are writing the music in. With this one, you are literally writing in music as if you were writing it on a piece of paper, okay? So here we go. I started my new score, and it says NotateMe transpose pitch. All right, yes, I want it to be in transpose pitch. That's the way I roll. I'm a band director, so I'm going to say yes. And you'll notice that it put it as clarinet. It's in the key of C here. If I wanted to change that key signature, all I have to do is touch it and then touch an up and down arrow, and it'll take it to whatever key signature I want. If I wanted to change the time signature, I could do the same thing. I can put it in 5/4, 3/4, whatever. All right, gonna leave it in 4/4 just because that's the way I roll. I'm a 5th grade band director, so that's how I roll. And now I'm going to start writing in some notes, okay? Now, you'll notice that when I'm writing, I'm just drawing lines. I'm not actually drawing the balloon bubbles, the circles, because I have found that for me, with this program, it works a whole lot better. So, C, D, E, F, and I'm going to make those two into a TT, and I'm going to put a, whoops, okay, so I didn't get that one right, so I'm going to undo 2 of them. I'm going to make it a little bit more clear. All right, so there's my first measure. Bum, 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 bum. And I'm going to scroll on over here. You notice there's a double bar, but hey, that doesn't matter, because as long as I start writing in more music, it's going to keep on going. Dum, bum, bum, bum. And then I'm going to come on over here, and I'm going to put in a big old whole note G. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to put in another one. Dum, dum, dum. And why not? I'll put in a C down there, but it's not going to like it, so I got to put in that. And I'm going to erase this last note here just to make it look better. And I'm going to put it back in. Dun, 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 dun. C. And it doesn't like my C. How about that? Now it likes the C. Okay. So you can see what I've done there so far. If you wanted to go back to the beginning and you wanted to hear what you had written, you hit the play button. It plays it for you. No problem. If you wanted to change some notes, you could draw in the flat sign right here. Let's say that I want to make this into minor. Boom, I just drew in a flat sign. It makes it into an E flat. I can also, however, click that little button up there at the top of the top right corner. It puts in this nice little palette. I can drag things in wherever I want to make it easier if I want to. Okay. If I want to do a tie, I just draw the tie, and it does it for me up there at the top. Boom. Okay. It works really spiffy. Okay. If I wanted to draw in, I haven't tried this one yet. I may totally screw this up. So let me try that. It did not like that. Okay. So let's undo that one, and I can just drag one in here. All right. And I can put it there. And it's not, and I forget how to do that. I should have looked that part up in the manual before I even put it up here, all right? But you can put in crescendos, you can put in decrescendos, you can put in ties, you can do all kinds of stuff with it, as you can see. It works really spiffy. Now, this version I already do have linked to my Dropbox account, so if I export this, you'll see that it does light up with all of the different options. I can save it as MIDI, I can save it as MusicXML, I can save it as a PDF with no problem. I can also open things. I mean, if I save this out as a XML file, then I could go into Notion or go over to Noteflight and load it in from Dropbox into those programs and do some more editing. Works really spiffy. I like it. Okay. Now, I've been talking about it here for a little while. Let's talk about the good and the bad and the ugly here. All right. The good parts. Love the scanning feature. The scanning feature alone is worth the money. The bad thing, the downside of this whole thing though, is the money. Okay, if you look right above my head here, you see that the full version of NotateMe costs $40. All right, that's for iOS and for Android apps. $40 for an iPad app or for a tablet app of any kind, to me, is excessive. It does not allow you to really use this as a full classroom tool. Yes, you probably could do that. Even with the discount, I know that when you buy volume discounts with through the iTunes store, you can get like 50% off on the apps. I don't know if they do it that way for this one or not. That's still an awful lot of money if you're trying to equip your entire classroom full of iPads with this app. The other problem with it, with the money, is that paying the $40 for NotateMe doesn't give you the full-blown scanning add-on. If you want to be able to scan multiple line scores, if you want to be able to scan your full score, you have to pay another $30 as an in-app purchase in order to get that added onto your NotateMe now, or into your NotateMe app. Now, is there value there? Yes. All right. For some people, this is definitely worth the money. In an educational classroom setting where you're doing it for a lot of people all at once, for a lot of students on a lot of devices, that would hurt, and that would be a deal breaker for me. But if you're buying it for yourself and you're a musician trying to write this stuff out, totally cool, fine, go for it. You'll be happy that you did, because it does work really nice and easy. You know, I like it. I like the scanning. That's the big deal for me. I like that it's really easy to write the notes in, because I hate doing the click drag thing that you get with all of the other music notation products. It's definitely something for you to consider. All right, I've been rambling. Whoops, wrong button. Everybody, full disclosure, Neuratron did send me an app code so that I could try this one out for free. I didn't spend the $30 in order to do this, but as you can see, I think I'm being pretty fair in my analysis of the app. As a side note, guys, if you have your own app, if you have your own piece of software, it doesn't have to be iPad, can be anything, that you would like for me to do a review on and get out to all my readers, please send it to me. My email address is chriswell, CRISWELL, @musicedmagic.com. And as always, guys, please take a look at my website, musicedmagic.com, sign up for our newsletter, visit the YouTube channel, youtube.com/musicedmagic, and come back next time. We'll be doing lots more of these reviews and other videos for you. Thanks for stopping by, and have a wonderful evening.